through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I gotta let it go. Irritate. Look inside my head through a telescope. Singing minimal.
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
Well, we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Saints first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
With the handoff to Alvin Kamara.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
field. Here's Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Now we see the 14-time Pro Bowler, maybe the greatest to ever play the position, Tom Brady, getting set to lead this Buccaneer offense.
Well, partner, how many times do we talk about it going into a season? At some point, we have to figure that age is going to catch up to Tom Brady, but how long have we been wrong about that? I'd say probably about the last 10 years. Last year, he threw for over 4,000 yards again. Should go over 75,000 passing yards in his career early this season. He's still got it. And what a new challenge he's got in Tampa Bay. Excited about the opportunity.
He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He steps out of bounds.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
2 more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler.
Intercepted by the Saints.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. That's Shaq Barrett, last year's sack leader, gets in there to register another one. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And that's caught by Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
First down, New Orleans.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Kamara on the carry for New Orleans.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Alvin Kamara.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Breeze's throw on target to Cook. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's Breeze getting it into the hands of Traquan Smith as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Lincoln's on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their own 22.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Back to Brown, this time complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36. 22 yards there, a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. This is caught. Gronkowski. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
They'll come out in the pistol. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over first.
Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
It's a gain of 8.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
3rd down.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of. Emmanuel Sanders, 20, touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders, 55 yards, and the Saints have taken the lead.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Jadon Pickens on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs at defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Antonio Brown, 31 yards. yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this one through the uprights and good. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Harris to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And complete right side to Cook. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Pitch and catch here to Cook. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
For Antonio Brown, incomplete. Malcolm Jenkins on the coverage.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brady. Man open left side is Brown. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So we've hit halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. An even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
It's third down and
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. That about right there. He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
brings up 2nd and 9.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
First down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
2nd and 10.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
46-yard line.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Brings up
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The end result, 21 yards. But the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point try now for Suckup. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's Harris to return it. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
Over 1st and 10. At their own.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. And a Pass complete here to Sanders. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But we're going to take the ball away from you. No matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
47-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up, and I think the ball's out. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Anthony Auclair taking it in. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
For the point after.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
For Tampa Bay.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Sanders has it over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
47-yard line.
Now, Breeze again. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovering.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but get free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Previous play is under review.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that would be considered a fumble.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their lead, first downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for Jones. And he's going to hit the first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And now 1:52 to go. We get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 1st and 10. And they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And Brady, the tight end's got it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
That's a gain of 6.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home. the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.